Hey everyone, I'm Vaibhav Khandelwal and I welcome you all to yet another exciting video from Simplilearn. In this session, we will be discussing C Dependency Injection. However, before we begin, make sure you have subscribed to YouTube channel and clicked on the bell icon below so you never miss an update from Simplilearn's YouTube channel. Let's look at the agenda for today's topic. We shall begin our session with an introduction to dependency injection. Then, we will discuss the ways to implement the dependency injection. First, we will discuss the constructor dependency injection with the code implementation. Then we will have a look at property dependency injection, and then at last we have method dependency injection. Finally, we will conclude this session with some advantages of dependency injection. So without any further ado, let's get started with what is dependency injection. Dependency injection is a software design pattern that enables the creation of loosely coupled softwares. DI is an excellent method for reducing tight coupling between software components. DI also allows us to more effectively handle future updates and other complexities in our product. The goal of dependency injection is to make code more manageable. Now, let's discuss what are the other ways to implement dependency injection. We can implement dependency injection in three ways: constructor dependency injection, property dependency injection, and method dependency injection. Let's start with constructor dependency injection. The constructor dependency injection usually has only one parameterized constructor. There is no default constructor in constructor dependency. We need to pass the specified value during object creation. We can use the injection component anywhere within this class. Let's try to implement it in the code editor. We have already included some system libraries which will be needed in this code. Now let's start this code with a namespace property injection. We will introduce an interface text. Here we will be declaring a function void print. Then we will be creating a class format which will answer to text. Now we will write a definition for the print function. So public void print console dot write line and we will type in subscribe to Simplilearn. Now let's write a constructor. So public class constructor injection Then we will create a private interface text. For the text interface, then public constructor injection, and we will pass on text as t1. We will store t1 in this dot underscore text. And then we will call print function. Underscore text dot print. Basically, whenever this function will be run, it will call its constructor. Then that constructor will automatically take the text as its input and then print the same text. Now let's write the class constructor, and we will write the main function. So static void main string args. Then we will call constructor injection and make an object cs new structure injection in brackets new format. Then we will use this object to call print function. And then the console dot read key. This will close the function whenever we press any key. Let's save it, Control S, and then run it. As you can see, when this function is run, the constructor was called, and that constructor has initiated the text t1. Then this t1 is caused to print this. This t1 was the subscribe to Simplilearn. Now let's get back to our slide. Next up, the property dependency injection. The property is typically used when we need parameterless constructor. It could even work without changing the object's state. Let's try it in the code editor. Let's start with creating an interface. So public interface I notification action void act on notification and we will give it the parameter as string message. Next, we will have a class simple. Then we will call the interface I notification action task equals to null. Then public void notify function then I notification action, this will be 80 comma string messages, and then we will store this 80 in task. So this dot task equals 80, and then task will call act on notification messages. Now we will start a class event log writer I notification action, then public void act notification and string messages. Here we can write anything which we want to print out. So console dot write line, and we will write click on the bell icon to get notifications. Next, we will write a class program. Now we will call the main function. So static void main string args. We will call event log writer and make an object ELW equals to new event log writer. Now simple at is equals to new simple, and then this will call the notify function with ELW comma to log. Now we will write console dot read key. This function helps to terminate the code with a single key press. Let's run this code. As you can see, it is printing. Click on the bell icon to get notification. Now let's go back to our slides. At last, it's method dependency injection. We only need to pass the dependency in the method when using method injection. We do not use constructor injection because it would create a dependent object every time the class is initiated. Let's try this in the code editor. Let's start with the namespace property injection. We will write up an interface public interface I set void print then we will call a class, so public class servic I set. Then we will write the definition for the print function, so public void print in console dot write line, and then we will print now we will call public class client. We will call private I set and underscore I set. Public void run I set serve, and we will store this serve in underscore I set. So this dot underscore I set is equals to serve. Then we will write console dot write line, and we will print start, and then this dot iset dot print. So first it will print start, and then it will run the print function, which will print the above text, which is print dot 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 dot. We will write up a class method. Now we will write up the main function. So public static void main, then client cn equals to new client, then we will run cn dot run in brackets new service, then we will call console dot read key to terminate the code when it reads the key. Now let's save it and run this code. As you can see, it's first writing this command start, and then it is calling this print function, which then prints this print statement. Let's get back to our slides. Finally, let's conclude this tutorial with some advantages of dependency injection. First up, dependency injection helps in reducing the class coupling. Next up, it increases the reusability of the code. Next, the dependency injection helps to improve code maintainability. At last, the dependency injection makes it feasible to conduct unit testing. And this was all for today's session. Hope you guys found it informative and helpful. If you liked this session, then like, share, and subscribe. If you have any question, then you can drop them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.